What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So we're going to take a look at some Q&A. So you guys have sent me emails. We're going to take a look at those emails. We're going to answer them. Most of them are regarding Social Security and the Social Security Fairness Act. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video. And if you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to send me an email, you can, david@thetecshow.com. And remember, the emails that you guys send me determine what I talk about on this channel. So if you see a topic that you want me to talk about, and I have a lot of people saying, well, why are you talking about the Social Security Fairness Act and you're not talking about Social Security, you're not talking about SSI or SSDI? Send me an email and then we'll talk about it. And I'll put it on the channel. And if you guys have questions, I'll put them on the channel. We'll answer those questions. So make sure, if you want to see different content, you let me know by sending me an email. And when you send me an email, but also send me a comment saying that you sent me an email. And the reason that I'm saying that is because sometimes I don't catch all of my comments. Sometimes I don't catch all of my emails. And if you put it in both places, most likely I will catch it. And there was just a person, this just happened a couple of days ago. They said, hey, I sent you an email and you never responded. And so sure enough, I checked and I didn't respond to that email, but they sent me a comment. That's how I saw the fact that I didn't respond to their email. And most of my responses via email are going to be videos, or if I'm not going to do a video on it, then I will respond by email. But just understand, right now I'm a little bit behind, so I'm trying to catch up. So if you haven't gotten a response yet, hopefully you'll get one very, very soon. And if not, send me a comment saying you haven't received that email, and I'll check it out. Okay, first email is coming from Diane, and she says, thanks, David, for all the YouTube information videos you put out on the Social Security Fairness Act. Very helpful. I worked from 1965 to 1981, paying into Social Security, and then 1981 to 2014 under CSRS. Retired when I was 66. I would think I would be considered for the Social Security Fairness Act, but have heard absolutely nothing. I do get a small Social Security payment, which is enough for my Medicare payment, and some left over, which is deposited into my account. Do I just contact my local office, or is there a phone number in DC that takes your info? Thanks again. Okay, so if you haven't received a response, if you think you qualify for under the Social Security Fairness Act and you haven't received anything, I would wait until the end of the month. I mean, we're almost there now, and then give them a call. And the number that I would call first, I wouldn't call the local office. I would actually call this number here. So I would call the 1-800-772-1213. This is the national number. And then from there, they can point you in the right direction. But most likely, you're probably going to have them call you back because they're going to tell you the wait time is going to be pretty long. And so I would just have them do a call back. They do a call back on the same day. And then just explain to them your situation, that you think that you qualify under the Social Security Fairness Act and you haven't received any information, you haven't received any payments, letters, or anything. And then go from there. And this is coming from the Social Security Fairness Act. They're saying that if you have not received your payment by the end of April, then you should contact them to let them know, and then they will look into those cases. Okay, next email is coming from Joseph. Thank you for the email, Joseph. It says, hello, David. I received my monthly Social Security payment as expected today, the third Wednesday of the month. I am now receiving more than $500 net because of the WEP GPO repeal. So nice to have this settled. Thanks for keeping us posted with daily updates. I will continue to subscribe and like. Okay, Joseph, thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. So now you see that there are people that are receiving their benefits. They've received their lump sum payment as well as the monthly increase. And so this is good news for a lot of people. Now, not everyone has received their benefits yet. Their goal was to send out all the retro payments in March, but they weren't able to do that. So they're still sending out retro payments, as well as the monthly payments are supposed to be going out this month. And if they haven't, that's when you need to contact the Social Security Administration to let them know, hey, am I on the list? What's going on here? And then hopefully they'll be able to follow up and get you on the list and start giving you those monthly payments. But they should be going out. The monthly payments, that's what I would be really concerned about, the monthly payments. If they haven't started going out in April, then there could be a situation where they have to look into your case further. And if that's the case, then they'll let you know that. Okay, next email is coming from Albert. Albert, thank you for the email. It says, "Hi, David. I called Social Security to ask if my application for spouse benefits under the Fairness Act, GPO, was still going through the approval process. The person I talked to pulled up my info and told me it was just approved and I should see a letter and a deposit soon. I asked how much I qualified for, and they told me exactly what I expected for monthly. Then I asked about the 6-month retroactive and was told I don't qualify because I'm not at full retirement age of 67. I will be 64 in June. Does this make sense? I have never heard anything like that before. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate that you provide good, reliable information without a bunch of speculation. Respectfully, Albert." Okay, so Albert, thank you for the question. Now, I'm not sure about the full retirement age. I don't know why they would have told you that, but that's something that maybe if I was in that situation and I thought that whatever the person told me wasn't correct, I would call back. And when it comes to that retro payment, that 6 months that they're talking about there, they're talking about would you have qualified 6 months prior to receiving spousal benefits? That's that retro payment. Okay, so it's not retro payment from January of 2024. So it's not under the Social Security Fairness Act. So just be aware of that. Because you just applied now, yes, you're going to qualify for the benefits, for the increased monthly benefits, but you're not going to qualify for the 1 year of retro payment. And so maybe there was some confusion there where they told you didn't qualify for the 1 year, but the 6 months, I've heard a lot of people are able to receive the 6 months. So if you apply today, let's say you're applying for spousal benefits today, you are able to qualify for 6 months because they'll just go back and say, well, yes, they would have qualified for benefits 6 months prior. So there might be just some miscommunication there. I'm not sure, but I would contact them again just to find out exactly the reason why you didn't qualify for the 6 months of retro pay for spousal benefits. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. Remember, if you guys want to send me an email, you can, david@thetecshow.com. You guys dictate what we talk about on this channel, so send me that email and then also send me a comment letting me know that you sent me an email. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.